No, that's the line.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
So yes, you can only combine like terms. So you have 5x here. Where else is there more x? There. So you have 5x here, there's 2x's. You can only put like terms.
I'm just trying to help. I don't know what x is. I'm just trying to break it down.
So we do that together.
You can only combine like terms, so you can only combine the x.
All right, guys, real quick.
Makes sense?
I'm gonna ask you to finish this up at home and bring it back tomorrow. But remind me about something. Order operations. What is order of operations? PEMDAS. It could have been PEDMASA. PEDMSA. Which one's easier to say? PEMDAS. Why do I say that? Because multiplication does not come before division, always. So the best way to write it is definitely parentheses, definitely exponents, then either one of those, then either one of those. So for example, this problem here, which you can't see, but the very last thing I would do in that problem, what's the very last thing I'm going to do in this problem?
Division.
Addition. Why? Because it's at the ass end of PEMDAS, right? What's it saying? Please excuse my dumbass son? Or dumb.
What?
Yeah, that's the other way to say it. I always like if somebody has a son, you're like, yeah. One semester, this is my math class came up with this. Please excuse my deficient algebra skills. That wasn't me. They came up with it themselves. I'm like, all right. So, on this very first problem, let me get this up here. This has got some of you guys turn around a little bit. So you got the a squared minus y times z plus a. The best thing in the world is write what's given to you and then immediately replace each letter with its value. So what's the value of a?
-3.
What's wrong if I write it like this? Anything? Something's wrong. And you guys go, what the hell's wrong, man? You just put a -3 in for a. What the hell could be wrong with it? What am I supposed to be squaring? I'm supposed to be squaring a. And right now I'm squaring 3, right? That says square 3 and then put a negative on it. I'm supposed to be squaring a. So this is positive 9.
Yes.
This is negative 9. Because that's what? That's 9 times negative is negative 9. Do you guys see that? Okay, maybe. This is really an interesting setup room. Minus, what's y?
5.
Yeah, y is 5. I like it. I didn't have to do that. And then z plus a. Or what's that? Yeah, okay. I like it. You guys with me?
Yeah.
So what's -3 squared? 9. Minus, what's the next thing I do? Order operations. Parentheses. 5 times, what's -2 plus -3? -5, right? Real quick. When we say two negatives make a positive, we mean through multiplication. I know all too well, as do you, that I owe somebody $2, I owe somebody $3, I don't suddenly magically have $5. It's still a debt, right? So two debts add up to be even more debt. So this is definitely going to be -5. Now you can either look at this as, what's the two operations I have now? Subtraction and multiplication. Oh, we're almost done. I'm not going to. Subtraction and multiplication. Which one am I going to do next? Multiplication. Now, the way I look at this is -5 times -5 is positive 25. Now, if you look at it like this, what's 5 times -5? -25. But then what's 9 minus -25? 9 plus 25. Those two negatives will cancel each other because they do eventually multiply. By the way, real quick, and of course, what's that?
34.
Last thing we'll talk about. What's 1 times -1? Negative 1. What's negative 1 times negative 1? Positive 1. Do you see how multiplying by a negative means go halfway? Do you guys see what I mean? 1 times negative 1, I go halfway. If I multiply by negative 1 again, I go halfway. Maybe. So negative, multiplying by a negative basically means turn around. So if I multiply by 2 negatives, I turn around, I'm right back to where I was. That's why 2 negatives cancel. Because that's exactly what it is. Turn around, I turn around again. Well, that was exciting. I'm right back where I was. Okay. I'm really sorry that had to be so quick, but I always forget how little time we have on Mondays and Wednesdays. So tomorrow, bring those back. We'll go over the rest of that. I'm going to let you guys group up and help each other out. And then we'll keep going in chapter 1. Come on up here if you need something from me, if you need to explain something, or if you need a authorization code, yeah. Okay. Turned off.